सर्व उपस्थितांना विनंती करण्यात येते आहे की प्रत्येकाने आपापल्या जागेवर बसून घ्यावं. थोड्याच वेळात आपण कार्यक्रम सुरू करतोय. जे कोणी सर्व उभे आहेत त्यांनी कृपया आपल्या जागेवर बसावं. आपण लवकरच कार्यक्रम सुरू करतोय. याआधी अनाऊन्स केल्याप्रमाणे पहिल्या काही चेअर्स आपण बाहेर राज्यातून जे काही मेंबर्स आलेत त्यांच्यासाठी राखीव ठेवल्या आहेत. तरी कृपया सर्वांनी लवकरात लवकर बसून घ्या.
Hello, hello. Before we begin, allow me to apologize for the delay. A small request for everyone to please keep silent. A wonderful good morning on this really warm day to everyone present here today. I, Advocate Manisha Bhamre, extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, to this holy city of Nasik, and to all the lovely audience, all the Nasikers who have gathered here today. To all the dignitaries who have come from every corner of the country to praise and attend this public felicitation of the son of this very soil, who has created history of representing the entire North Maharashtra for the first time in the Bar Council of India as a member of the apex body of lawyers, I, on behalf of Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, Satkar Samiti, welcome you all once again. But before we begin this wonderful program, I would invite Mrs. Meena Parukar Nikam, the voice of Nasik, for the welcome song and also for invoking the blessings of Goddesses Saraswati. Mrs. Meena Nikam.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. जय शारदे वागीश्वरी, जय शारदे वागीश्वरी, विधिकन्यके विद्याधरी, वागीश्वरी वागीश्वरी, जय शारदे वागीश्वरी, ज्योत्स्ने परी कांती तुझी, ज्योत्स्ने परी कांती तुझी, मुखरम्य शारद चंद्रमा उजळे, तुझ्या हास्यातुनी उजळे, तुझ्या हास्यातुनी चारी युगांची पौर्णिमा, तुझी या कृपेचे चांदणे, तुझी या कृपेचे चांदणे, नितवर्षू दे अमुच्या शिरी, नितवर्षू दे अमुच्या शिरी, वागीश्वरी, जय शारदे वागीश्वरी, विधिकन्यके विद्याधरी, वागीश्वरी वागीश्वरी, जय शारदे वागीश्वरी.
Thank you, Meena. It is indeed a moment of pride for every citizen of Nasik district that a leading advocate of our very own city has been unanimously elevated as the member of the Bar Council of India. Why do we work? For money? For success? Fame, honor, or self-realization? Or for a good life? Each of us is driven by an entirely different set of compulsions. But one thing is certain. Some professions are meant for those who want to make money, and some for those who want to discover themselves and put all their knowledge and expertise in helping others and for the upliftment of the society and the downtrodden. Like is said, ambition always begins with a dream and a purpose. Most people strive, excel, and achieve for reasons other than money. It is the desire to prove themselves, to rise against all the odds, and pave a way on their own. Walk the path and change the lives of those along the way for the good of them all. We have gathered here today, friends, to recognize the efforts of one such noble soul who is a pride of not just Nasik district but also of Maharashtra. It is a public recognition and felicitation for his tremendous dedication and determination to bring about a sea change not only in the legal system but also in the lives of the people. Such recognitions and awards do not only acknowledge success, they recognize many other qualities, abilities, struggle, effort, and above all, excellence. Awards are not just ways of taking cognizance of one's work, but they also work as motivation and prove to be drivers for working more vigorously and religiously. It takes great people to recognize the efforts of other great people. The Satkar Samiti of Nasik comprises of such prominent people whose work has brought the city of Nasik on the world map. And it is these luminaries who unanimously have decided to felicitate the most deserving city of this city with a Sanman Patra. I now request Advocate Nitin Thakre, President of Nasik Bar Association and the Vice Chairman of the Satkar Samiti for his welcome address.
Namaskar. Good morning to one and all. I welcome you all on behalf of the Satkar Samiti, constituted for the public felicitation of our bar member, Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, who is elevated as a member of the Bar Council of India. I welcome all the dignitaries present on the dais and off the dais on behalf of the citizens and bar members of Nasik district. Chairman of this Satkar Samiti is our Guru, Dr. M.S. Gosavi sir. Your presence is always inspiring to all of us. I welcome you, sir. National Leader of Legal Fraternity, Chairman of Bar Council of India, Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra sir, is present today as a chief guest. I welcome you, sir. Our guide and mentor, Additional Solicitor General of India, Advocate Anil Singh, and Advocate General of Maharashtra, Advocate Ashutosh Kumbhakoni, is also present today. I welcome both of you. Recently elected Chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Senior Advocate of Aurangabad High Court, Advocate Vasantrao Salunke sir. Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Advocate Rajendra B. Umap, is also present to accept our felicitation. I welcome both of you. Bar Council of India's members, Advocate Apurva Kumar Sharma, Senior Advocate from Assam, and Chairman Executive Committee of Bar Council of India is present. I welcome you, sir. Member Bar Council of India, Advocate Dilip K. Patel from Gujarat, Advocate D.K. Sharma from Uttarakhand Bar Council, Advocate Amit Vaid from Himachal Pradesh Bar Council is present today. I welcome all of you, sir. Today's function has been graced by the presence of chairmen of 3 state bar councils. Advocate Shirish Kumar Mehrotra, Chairman of Uttar Pradesh Bar Council, Advocate Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman Madhya Pradesh Bar Council, Advocate Ajay Kochar, Chairman Himachal Pradesh Bar Council. They have specially come to participate in this felicitation and also to observe the basic legal education program which is going on from yesterday. I welcome all chairmen. The leaders of Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council members, Honorable Advocate Moti Singh Mohta from Akole, Advocate Sri Gajananji Chavan from Thane, Honorable Advocate Milind Patil from Usmanabad, Advocate Milindji Thobde from Solapur, Advocate Harshad Nimbalkar from Pune, Advocate Annarao Patil from Latur, Advocate Avinaji Bide from Nasik itself, Honorable Sri Satish Deshmukh from Hingoli, Honorable Sudeep Ratan Kumar Pasbola from Mumbai, Honorable Advocate Anil Govardhupe from Nagpur, Honorable Advocate Subhashji Ghadge from Mumbai, Advocate Vittal Konde Deshmukh from Mumbai, Advocate Asif Qureshi from Nagpur, Honorable Advocate Uday Warunjikar from Mumbai, Advocate Ahmed Khan Pathan from Pune, Honorable Advocate Ashish Deshmukh from Pusat, Advocate Amolji Sawant from Aurangabad are also present. I welcome all of them. Besides this, there are so many guests present in this auditorium. I welcome all of them. This dais practically represents complete bar of Maharashtra and Goa and half of the country. On behalf of citizens of Nasik, I welcome you all and thank you for sparing your valuable time and coming a long way from various cities to participate in this function. Nasik city has a great heritage. Nasik is blessed with the stay of Prabhu Ramchandra. Sita Haran has occurred in this very city in Panchvati. Godavari river originates from this city. Nasik city has a social importance and is also known as the city of great poet Kusumagraj and author Vasant Kanetkar. Initially, this city was known as a religious city where Kumbh Mela is organized every 12 years. Now, equal importance is achieved as an industrial town. Nasik city is the fastest developing city in Asia. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar had fought out the movement against untouchability at Kalaram Mandir, Nasik. District Court Nasik was established long back in 1885, having a heritage of many great advocates and judges. Some of them achieved great heights of excellence in the social, political, as well as law and judicial field. At present, Nasik bar of 4,000 lawyers is said to be a vibrant and intellectual bar of the state. The entire Nasik district has 14 different bars. Till date, 6 advocates have represented Nasik at the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, of which 3 of them were also honored as a chairman of the State Bar Council. However, the honor of Member of Bar Council of India is achieved for the first time after the elevation of our bar member, Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, on apex body. His performance in the last 18 years in the State Bar Council was unique, innovative, full of schemes designed for developing academic careers of young advocates and also for the promoting welfare schemes for the advocate fraternity. Considering his performance and dedication towards the work, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa unanimously elevated him as a member of Bar Council of India in January 2022. This has given a pride and privilege to the Nasik district. Therefore, it was decided to celebrate this achievement of Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, who is a member of Nasik Bar Association, by organizing a public felicitation program under the leadership of Dr. M.S. Gosavi sir on behalf of the entire district. I hope support and blessings of Honorable Chairman Bar Council of India and all members of BCI will stand behind Advocate Jayant Jaibhave. This will further boost his energy, ability for the betterment of the judicial system of the country. Therefore, without taking much of time, I, the Vice President of the Satkar Committee and the President of Nasik Bar Association, welcome you all, the dignitaries on dais, of the dais, and everybody present in this auditorium. I wish success to the career of our colleague, Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, during his tenure as a member of BCI. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Advocate Nitin Thakre. Felicitations are an important part of any function. It signifies gratitude towards those who grace the occasion with their presence and who share their knowledge, who are also witness to something very important. And most importantly, it is a way of making them feel at home because they are all traveled from different parts of the country. I now request Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi to felicitate Honorable Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra, also, he is a leader of the nation, Chairman, Bar Council of India and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. I kindly request Advocate Nitin Thakre to felicitate Honorable Advocate Anil Singh, Additional Solicitor General of India. Advocate Nitin Thakre to please felicitate Honorable Advocate Ashutosh Kumbhakoni, Advocate General of Maharashtra. I request Advocate Nitin Thakre ji, if you would be so kind, sir, to please felicitate Honorable Advocate Vasant Salunke, Chairman, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. Advocate Nitin Thakre once again to felicitate Honorable Advocate Apurva Kumar Sharma, Member and Chairman, Executive Committee, Bar Council of India, State of Assam. Advocate Avinash Bhide to felicitate Honorable Advocate Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman, Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh. Avinash Bhide once again to felicitate Honorable Advocate Shirish Kumar Mehrotra, Chairman Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh. I request you once again to felicitate Honorable Advocate Dr. Ajay Kochar, Chairman Bar Council of the State of Himachal Pradesh. Once again, I request you to felicitate Honorable Advocate Dilip Patel, Member Bar Council of India, State of Gujarat. Once again, to felicitate Honorable Advocate D.K. Sharma, Member Bar Council of India, State of Uttarakhand. Once again, sir, to felicitate Honorable Dr. Amit Vaid, Member, Bar Council of India, State of Himachal Pradesh. Advocate Avinash Bhide, once again request you to felicitate Honorable Advocate Rajendra Umap, Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. Thank you all. The man needs no introduction. We all have heard a lot about him, read a lot about him, we have seen his work. And in the coming, as we traverse through the program, you would get to know more about him. And I'm just going to give you a very short introduction of the center of attraction for today's program today. So, very brief introduction of Advocate Jayant Jaibhave. He became the member of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in 2004 for the first time, and then consecutively for 3 terms he was elected as its member. During his tenure as the chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra Goa in the year 2009 to 2010, he introduced continued legal education program for budding lawyers. He was also instrumental in introducing the judicial service as a career program in 2012 for those lawyers who aspired to become judges. He also introduced the basic legal education program for newly enrolled lawyers to sharpen their advocacy skills and adopt correct practices and procedures in the court of law. Computerized e-libraries for every bar associations of the state was the brainchild of Advocate Jayant Jaibhave. His achievements are based upon the journey of hard work, knowledge, determination, and innovations in the academic as well as judicial knowledge of law. Before we felicitate him, I would request Advocate Manish Chindade to read the Sanman Patra.
Thank you very much. Hello to each and everyone present here. It is indeed a great honor of me to getting an opportunity to read, represent Nasikkers and to read the Manpatra to be given, to be awarded to a person who is mentor and guide of many of us present here. From bottom of my heart, I thank the organizers and members of Satkar Samiti for giving me this opportunity. Sanman Patra. Sunday, 13th March 2022, Nasik. We, the Nasikites, are proud and privileged to confer this citation of honor on Senior Advocate, Honorable Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, BSc Physics, LLB, Diploma in Cyber Law, Diploma in Alternate Dispute Resolution, first in University of Pune, Diploma in Intellectual Property Rights, ex-President and Member Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Member Bar Council of India. At the hands of Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman Bar Council of India and Senior Advocate Supreme Court. In the presence of Advocate Anil Jain, Additional Solicitor, Anil Singh, Additional Solicitor General of India, Advocate Ashutosh Kumbhakoni, Advocate General of Maharashtra, Advocate Vasant Salunke, Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Advocate Rajendra Umap, Vice Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Advocate Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh, Advocate Ajay Kochar, Chairman Bar Council of Himachal Pradesh, Advocate Apurva Kumar Sharma, Chairman Executive Committee BCI Member BCI Assam, Advocate Shirish Kumar Mehrotra, Chairman Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh, Advocate Dilip Patel, Member Bar Council of India Gujarat, Advocate Amit Vaid, Member Bar Council of India Himachal Pradesh. Honorable Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, you won the hearts of one and all with the help of the riches you possess of knowledge and cordiality. Your total commitment to the justice, law and order is commendable. You have cherished the legacy of noble culture that you inherited from your father, renowned lawyer Advocate Dattatreya Jaibhave, and mother Shakuntala, a reputed educationist. You are lovingly called as Bhau, that is brother, by your family members, friends and associates. Truly, you always stand behind everyone in need like an elder brother. You have long experience of 33 years with deep knowledge in civil, revenue, land acquisition, criminal, consumer protection, property registration, family disputes, cyber crime and banking cases. You work as a member of State Law Commission was appreciated by eminent lawyers and jurists. You were nominated as President of Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council in the past, and you are now actively working as an eminent member of Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council. Your unanimous elevation from Maharashtra as a member of Bar Council of India is a matter of pride for the state of Maharashtra. Thanks to your broad vision, professional excellence, and vast experience that North Maharashtra is getting this rare honor after 62 long years. With this achievement, a Nasikite is going to lead the judicial fraternity on national level. You have created vast analytical and project literature related to law. Your work is proving to be a very beneficial to the aspiring lawyers. You have successfully executed a variety of unique concepts such as e-library, CLAPE, and judicial service as a career moot trial concept. Your discourages of social and judicial eminent events have always been inspiring for the lawyers. Last but not the least, you have been an excellent and loving family man, very dear and near to your family and wife and children. It is matter of Himalayan pride that we Nasikites to felicitate you on this occasion and acknowledge your human service to the judicial fraternity. We wish you long, healthy and prosperous life ahead. Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, Nagari Satkar Samiti Nashik, Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, Chairman, Advocate Nitin Thakare, Vice Chairman, members, Architect Sanjay Patil, Dr. Sharat Patil, Deepak Bagad, Sujoy Gupta, Hemant Dhatrak, Y.M. Singh, Sunil Hekre, Gurmit Singh Bagga, Kiran Chauhan, Jayant Bhatamrekar, and all Nasikite. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Advocate Chindade. Now we come to the most awaited part of the program. The felicitation at the hands of all the illuminaries on the dais and in front of all the Nasikars and Nasikites. I request Honorable Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman, Bar Council of India, Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, Honorable Advocate Anil Singh, Additional Solicitor General of India, to do the honors. Heartiest congratulations, Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, for the great achievement. And a big round of applause once again. Thank you. That was a great show. I now request Advocate Anna Rao Patil from Latur to please say a few words.
Honorable President of these functions, Honorable Chairman Bishay, Honorable Chairman Maharashtra Bar Council of Goa, Honorable today's Satkar Murti, Sanmaniya Jaibhave Sahib, Honorable all dignitaries sitting on dais, all members and dignitaries, all of you, I humble request is, I will speak in Marathi because my mother tongue is Marathi. Excuse me, dignitaries sitting on dais. मी आपला जास्त वेळ घेणार नाही. मला संधी दिल्याबद्दल सर्वांचे आधी मी सर्वांचे आभार व्यक्त करतो. माझी खूप दिवसांची इच्छा होती आणि ती पूर्ण पण झाली. आणखीन दुसरी इच्छा माझी आहे की जयंतजी हे बीसीआयचे चेअरमन होतील अशी मी अपेक्षा व्यक्त करतो. व्हॉट इज द रिझन बिहाइंड द becoming chairman in BCI? That is some reason. एक अत्यंत प्रामाणिक इमानदार वकिलाशी अत्यंत जवळीकता, वकिलाच्या संदर्भामध्ये अंतःकरणापासून वकिलांच्या हिताच्या संदर्भामध्ये विचार करणारं एक व्यक्तिमत्व म्हणजे जायभावे साहेब. मी असं म्हटलं तर वावगं ठरणार नाही की महाराष्ट्र आणि गोवा बार चं जे टॅलेंट आहे ते मिस्टर जायभावे यांचं आहे असं म्हणेन. आणि ज्या गोष्टी घडतात त्या घडतात. पण मी आता माय हंबल रिक्वेस्ट इज दॅट टू मिस्टर जायभावे अँड ऑल डिग्नेटरीज. मी त्यांना मागून घेतली आजची संधी आहे आणि मी काही ठराविक मुद्द्यावर आणि प्रामाणिक स्पष्ट असं बोलणार आहे. त्याचा कुणी अदरवाईज घेऊ नका. पण मी याच्यासाठी बोलतो आहे की भारताची आणि भारतीयांच्या भारतामधली असणारी ज्युडिशरी चं काय स्टेटस आहे आणि ते कसं मेंटेन केलं पाहिजे याच्या संदर्भामध्ये मी बोलणार आहे. सध्या आपण पाहतो आहोत की लोकशाहीचा तिसरा खांब म्हणून ज्युडिशरीकडे पाहिलं जाते आणि आमचा शेवटचा विश्वास आहे तो म्हणजे ज्युडिशरीवरचा आहे. सामान्य माणसाचा विश्वास ज्युडिशरी आहे. मी इतरांना दोष देणार नाही, पण आपण करावे जतन, आपण तरी स्वतः मेंटेन करूया या भावनेतनं मी आपल्याला बोलतो आहे. मी काही ठराविक मुद्दे काढलेत की काय करणं गरजेचं आहे आणि ती जायभावेंच्या प्रति मी ते विश्वास ठेवतो आहे आणि त्यांच्याकडे मी ठेवणार आहे. मी थोडं स्पष्ट आणि निर्भीडपणे बोलणारं व्यक्तिमत्व आहे, कारण जोपर्यंत या देशामध्ये बाबासाहेबांची घटना जिवंत आहे तोपर्यंत मला कोणाचं भिण्याचं काही कारण नाही आहे. आय सो मेनी टाइम्स रीड द माय कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आणि ऑब्झर्व अँड पिरोज एव्हरीथिंग प्रोव्हिजन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन्स. म्हणून मी त्या पद्धतीनं बोलणार आहे. सध्या ज्युडिशरीला संरक्षण देण्याची गरज आहे असं मी म्हणणाऱ्यातला एक आहे. आणि ते काम फक्त वकील मंडळी किंवा BCI किंवा महाराष्ट्र बार काउन्सिल ऑफ इंडियाचे चेअरमन हे सगळे करतील. वकिलांनी हे संरक्षण देण्याची गरज आहे. व्हाय प्रोव्हाइड द प्रोटेक्शन टू ज्युडिशरी, नॉट ओनली ज्युडिशरी बट इन जजेस ऑल्सो इज देअर. संरक्षण देण्याची गरज आहे. कारण माझे मित्र जज, CBIचे जज असताना सुद्धा त्यांचा खून होतो, खून झाला, पण कुठेही कारवाई, आम्ही प्रोटेस्ट केलं पण कुठेही कारवाई झाली नाही. आणि त्या भीतीपुटी जर ज्युडिशरी वर्क करत असेल, ज्युडिशरीचे जजेस काम करत असतील, तर याच्यासारखं दुर्दैव काहीच असणार नाही असं माझं मत आहे. त्याच्यावर नियंत्रण कुणाला नियंत्रण ठेवावं लागेल की वकिलांचं काम आहे. बार काउन्सिल ऑफ इंडिया असेल, बार काउन्सिल ऑफ महाराष्ट्र गोवा असेल किंवा एनी असे असोसिएशन बार्स असतील, त्यांनी नियंत्रण ठेवण्याची आवश्यकता निश्चितपणानं आहे. कुणावर नियंत्रण ठेवायचं? ज्युडिशरीवर. आम्ही फक्त पोट भरून खाण्यासाठी इथं वकिली करत नाहीये, तर या देशातला कायदा सुव्यवस्था सुरळीत असला पाहिजे, तो टिकला पाहिजे, यासाठी त्यांच्यावर नियंत्रण असलं पाहिजे. आम्ही फक्त त्यांच्या कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्टला भीतीपुटी त्यांना सरेंडर होऊन आम्हाला चालणार नाही. पुढे निश्चितपणानं ध्यान ठेवावं लागेल मित्र. कारण शेवटचा विश्वास आमचा ज्युडिशरी आहे, शेवटच्या माणसाचा विश्वास ज्युडिशरीवर आहे. आता आमचा विश्वास कमी होत चालला राजकारणी आणि ब्युरोक्रॅटकडे. म्हणून आपल्याला या गोष्टीची निश्चितपणानं आवश्यकता आहे. सुरक्षितता, जजेसना प्रोटेक्शन दिलं पाहिजे. सुरक्षितता, या देशाची कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सुरक्षित असली पाहिजेत. ते असेल तरच आमचं अस्तित्व कायम राहणार आहे, अन्यथा काही राहणार नाही. नाहीतर आम्हाला आमची सुद्धा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आणि आमची सुद्धा ज्युडिशरी पाकिस्तानसारखी झाल्याशिवाय राहणार नाही. म्हणून हिचं जतन करणं आम्हाला गरज आहे, याला संरक्षण देण्याची गरज आहे. आणि स्वतंत्र सुद्धा असली पाहिजेत. इंटरफेरन्स जो वाढत चाललेला आहे आजकाल पॉलिटिकलचा, तो कुठेतरी थांबला पाहिजे. या देशामध्ये 4 जजमेंट्स आले, लॉकडाऊन असताना, SOP असताना सुद्धा. एक राम जन्मभूमीचा असेल, महाराष्ट्रापुरतं मर्यादित म्हणलं तर मराठा आरक्षणचे असेल, OBC आरक्षणचं असेल. मुरली मनोहर जोशीचं पिटिशन त्यांना फ्री सोडण्यात आलं. एवढी इमर्जन्सी काय होती की हे सगळे जजमेंट लॉकडाऊनमध्ये आणि SOP असताना येण्याची? आणि हे का आले याच्यावर सुद्धा गांभीर्यानं विचार करण्याची गरज आहे मित्रो. मी आवर्जून यासाठी बोलतो आहे की जायभाईसारखे आम्हाला तिथं आतापर्यंत माणसं नव्हती, पण आता त्यासाठी गेलेत की या सगळ्या गोष्टीवर त्यांनी कंट्रोल केला पाहिजे, ठेवलं पाहिजे. केवळ ज्युडिशरीचे आम्ही म्हणजे फक्त येणे आणि निवडून येणे, कुठेतरी चेअरमन होणे याच्यासाठी नाही आहे, तर ज्युडिशरीवर नियंत्रण ठेवण्यासाठी सुद्धा आम्हाला येण्याची आवश्यकता आहे आणि ती ठेवण्याची गरज आम्हाला आहे. या देशातला कायदा सुव्यवस्था सगळ्या पद्धतीने ज्युडिशरी, विशेषतः देव, धर्म, जात, पंथ, प्रांत, भाषा, लिंगभेद आणि करप्शन मुक्त राज्य पद्धती या ज्युडिशरी असली पाहिजेत, याच्यासाठी आपण प्रयत्नशील असलं पाहिजेत असं माझं ठाम मत आहे. आणि स्वाभिमानानं आम्ही वकिलीसाठी आलोत. आम्ही स्वतंत्र व्यवसाय आमचा स्वतंत्र आहे आणि स्वतंत्र केला पाहिजे यासाठी आलोत. म्हणून जायभाईसारख्या माणसाची BCI इथे गरज होती, म्हणून त्यांना आम्ही सगळेजण मिळून ठरवलं आणि त्यांना पाठवलं. कारण एक निर्भीड, अभ्यासू आणि सगळ्यांना न्याय देणारा आणि सगळ्यावर व्यवस्थितपणे नियंत्रण ठेवणारा ज्युडिशरीमधला एक माणूस आहे. म्हणून आम्ही अपेक्षा ठेवायला हरकत नाही, जायभाईसारखे माणसाने BCIचा चेअरमन होण्याची आवश्यकता आहे, झालं पाहिजेत. कधी आता मिश्रा साहेब संधी देतील त्यांना आम्ही विनंती करतो, मिश्रा साहेबजी, आफ्टर युअर टर्म फिनिश्ड देअर यू सिलेक्ट. तुमची टर्म पूर्ण झाल्यानंतर का होईना पण जायभासारख्या माणसाला जाण्याची गरज आहे. मी माझा लोकलचा प्रोग्राम सोडून इथं आलो यासाठी मित्र की मला जायभावेबद्दल जायभावे म्हणजे व्यक्तिमत्व किंवा त्यांच्या ह्याच्याबद्दल नाही आहे, त्यांच्या व्यवसायाबद्दल, त्यांच्या सगळ्या पर्सनॅलिटीबद्दल, पण त्यांच्या वर्कबद्दल मला अतिशय प्रेम आहे आणि त्यांचा स्वभाव अतिशय चांगल्या प्रकारे आहे. आणि आपण सगळ्या नाशिककरांचं मनापासून धन्यवाद यासाठी देतो. नाहीतर वकिलाचा नागरी सत्कार व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट. वकिलाचा नागरी सत्कार कोणी करत नाही. आणि करतील, खासदाराचा करतील, आमदाराचा करतील, कोणी काहीतरी देणार आहे ह्याचा करतील, काहीतरी शिकविणार आहे याचा सत्कार करणं नागरिकांनी नाशिककरांनी केला. त्यांचे मनापासून धन्यवाद मानतो आणि मी माझी जागा घेतो. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Dhanyawad, Advocate Annarao Patil. I now request Honorable Milen Thobde, Member and ex-Chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa from Solapur, to please say a few words.
ॲडव्होकेट जयंतजी जायभावे नागरिक सत्कार समितीचे अध्यक्ष माननीय डॉक्टर MS गोसावी सर, या कार्यक्रमाला प्रमुख उपस्थिती ज्यांची आहे ते बार काउन्सिल ऑफ इंडियाचे चेअरमन मनन कुमार मिश्रा सर, ॲडिशनल सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया श्री अनिल सिंग सर, राज्याचे महाधिवक्ता आशुतोष कुंभकोणीजी, आमच्या बार काउन्सिलचे चेअरमन वसंतरावजी साळुंके, अपूर्व कुमार शर्माजी, डॉक्टर विजयकुमार चौधरीजी, ॲडव्होकेट शिरीष कुमार मेहरोत्राजी, डॉक्टर अजय कोचरजी, ॲडव्होकेट दिलीप पटेलजी, ॲडव्होकेट DK शर्माजी, ॲडव्होकेट डॉक्टर अमित वैद्यजी, या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थित बार काउन्सिल ऑफ महाराष्ट्र अँड गोवाचे सर्व सन्मान्य सदस्य, आमचे उपाध्यक्ष राजेंद्रजी उमाप, आणि या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थित सबंध नाशिक आणि जिल्हा आणि आजूबाजूच्या जिल्ह्यातून आलेले वकील बंधू भगिनी, तसेच ज्यांनी पुढाकार घेऊन हा कार्यक्रम आयोजला ते नाशिक शहर आणि जिल्ह्यातील तमाम बंधू आणि भगिनींनो, नुकताच मराठी भाषा दिन साजरा झाला. गव्हर्नमेंटने कायदा देखील केला की सगळ्यांच्या दुकानाच्या पाट्या मराठीत असल्या पाहिजे. कार्यक्रमाची सुरुवात इंग्रजीमध्ये झाली, त्यामुळं मला थोडंसं टेन्शन आलं होतं. म्हणलं एकीकडं मराठी भाषेचा उत्सव साजरा करायचा आणि आपलेच कार्यक्रम आपण इंग्रजीमध्ये करायचे. त्यामुळे अण्णाराव तुमचं धन्यवाद देतो, तुम्ही सुरुवात करून दिली. मित्रांनो, बार काउन्सिल ऑफ महाराष्ट्र अँड गोव्याची 2010 साली मी पहिल्यांदा निवडणूक लढवली आणि मला सर्वाधिक मतं पडली. माझं कौतुक झालं, मतं खूप पडली, मतं चांगली पडली. परंतु ज्या वेळेला मी बार काउन्सिलमध्ये गेलो, आमचा ग्रुप तयार झाला. जयंतरावजी थोडं उशिरा जॉईन झाले आम्हाला, परंतु उशिरा जॉईन होऊनसुद्धा आमच्या सगळ्यांची मनं ज्यांनी जिंकली ते म्हणजे जयंतजी जायभावे. आणि म्हणूनच आम्ही सगळ्यांनी मिळून 2010ला एकमतानं बिनविरोध जयंतजी जायभावे यांचा पहिला चेअरमन म्हणून आम्ही निवड केली. एक आगळं वेगळं व्यक्तिमत्व आहे. माझ्या घराच्या पाठीमागं एक प्रशाला आहे, त्या प्रशालेमध्ये शिक्षक रोज विद्यार्थ्यांकडून एक प्रार्थना म्हणून घेतात. संत गाडगेबाबांनी लिहिलेली प्रार्थना, माणसाने माणसाशी माणसासंग वागणे, हीच आमची प्रार्थना. ती शिक्षिका रोज एकच प्रार्थना मुलांच्याकडून का म्हणून घेत असावी, याचा जर आपण थोडा विचार केला तर आपल्याला लक्षात येईल की माणसं ही माणसाबरोबर माणसाप्रमाणे वागतात का. समाज आणि जग हा किती स्वार्थी झालेला आहे. दुसऱ्याला मागं खेचून मी कसा पुढं जाईन ही वृत्ती समाजामध्ये बोकाळत चाललेली आहे. आणि त्याचं भान त्या शिक्षिकेला असावं म्हणून ती शिक्षिका रोज विद्यार्थ्यांकडून ही प्रार्थना म्हणून घेते, जेणेकरून त्या विद्यार्थी आणि विद्यार्थिनींमध्ये हीच भावना निर्माण व्हावी की आपण मोठं जरी झालो तरी माणसाशी माणसाप्रमाणे वागलं पाहिजे. मला सांगायला अभिमान वाटतो की माणसाने माणसाशी कसं वागावं हे जर आपल्याला कोणाकडून आदर्श घ्यायचा असेल तर आपल्या सगळ्यांच्या तोंडी माझ्या मते एकच नाव येईल, ते म्हणजे ॲडव्होकेट जयंतजी जायभावे साहेब. असा असू शकतो का मनुष्याचं, मला बऱ्याच वेळा कोडं पडतं. दुसऱ्याच्या सुखामध्ये स्वतःचं सुख मानणारा, दुसऱ्याच्या दुःखामध्ये स्वतः सामील होऊन सांत्वन करणारा, प्रत्येकाच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये स्वतःचाच कार्यक्रम आहे या उत्साहाने भाग घेणारा, आम्हा प्रत्येकाला लॉर्डशिपसमोर बोलताना टेन्शन येऊ नये म्हणून महत्त्वाचे मुद्दे लिहून देणारा, जेणेकरून तो कार्यक्रम मिलिंद थोबडेचा का असेना, चेअरमन साळुंकेचा का असेना, तो कार्यक्रम फेल जाता कामा नये. त्या कार्यक्रमाने बार काउन्सिल ऑफ महाराष्ट्राची मान अधिक उंचावली पाहिजे. हे जर कोण पाहत असेल तर ते फक्त आणि फक्त जयंत जायभावे सर बघतात. बार काउन्सिल ऑफ महाराष्ट्र आणि गोव्यामध्ये गेल्यानंतर मला एक फायदा झाला. चांगले सहकारी मित्र मिळाले. नाशिककर मंडळी त्या ठिकाणी येत होती. मी पाहत होतो प्रत्येक नाशिककर आल्यानंतर जायभावे सरांना भाऊ म्हणून बोलवायचा. मला सक्का भाऊ नाही आहे, पण जसं जसं मी जायभावे सरांच्या जवळ गेलो, जसं जसं जायभावे साहेबांचं प्रेम मला मिळत गेलं, त्यावेळेला मला हे जाणवलं की मला सक्का भाऊ जरी नसला तरी जयंतरावच्या रूपाने नियतीने मला सक्का भाऊ दिलेला आहे. सरांनी अनेक पुस्तकं लिहिली, अनेक कॉन्फरन्समध्ये भाग घेतला, लॉ कमिशनमध्ये भाग घेतला, अनेक कायद्याचं उहापोह प्रत्येक बार असोसिएशनमध्ये जिथे जिथे बोलवतील तिथं तिथं जाऊन केला. कोणालाही ॲट कॉल मार्गदर्शन केलं. पुस्तकं पदर पैशाने पदरमोड करून वकिलांना वाटली. भावना एकच होती, चांगले वकील घडले पाहिजेत. चांगले वकील जर घडले नाही तर चांगला युक्तिवाद होणार नाही. चांगला युक्तिवाद जर झाला नाही तर न्यायाधीशाला चांगलं जजमेंट लिहिता येणार नाही. आणि न्यायाधीशाला चांगलं जजमेंट लिहिता आलं नाही तर त्या पक्षकारावर अन्याय होईल. आणि हा अन्याय व्हायला माझा वकील बंधू कारणीभूत नसावा, ही भावना ठेवून जर कोणी वागत असेल तर पुन्हा एकदा अट्टासाने मी सांगेन की फक्त आणि फक्त जयंत जायभावे सर वागतात. खूप मोठं व्यक्तिमत्व आहे आणि डाऊन टू अर्थ आहे. कुठेही अहमपणा नाही, कुठेही स्वार्थ नाही, कुठेही आपला तुपल्याची भावना नाही. एकच ध्येय, माझा मित्र हाच माझा भाऊ आहे. एकच ध्येय की वकिलीचा मान या समाजामध्ये उंचावली पाहिजे. ट्रेनिंग सेंटरची कल्पना काढली, कंटिन्युअस लीगल एज्युकेशन प्रोग्रामची कल्पना काढली. प्रभाव इतका की आमची टीम देखील विनामूल्य सगळे त्यांना सहकार्य करायला तयार असतात. सगळ्यांमध्ये भावना जोपासली आहे की आपल्या सगळ्यांना झटायचं आहे, आपल्या सगळ्यांना न्याय द्यायचा आहे, तो म्हणजे समाजातल्या तळागाळातल्या माणसाला आपल्याला न्याय द्यायचा आहे. ही भावना घेऊन जेव्हा जयंत जायभावे सर निघतात त्यावेळेला बिनशर्तरित्या आम्ही 24 जण त्यांच्या पाठीशी राहतो की जायभावे साहेब आप आगे बढो, हम तुम्हारे साथ हैं. वकिलांच्या बाबतीमध्ये समाजामध्ये अनेक गैरसमज असायचे की वकिलांना कोणी कर्ज देत नाही. साहेबांना ती कल्पना मोडून काढायची होती आणि म्हणून बार काउन्सिलमध्ये ठराव केले, बार काउन्सिल ऑफ इंडियाला पाठपुरावा केला, अनेक बँकांशी संपर्क केला की तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम काय, वकिलांना का कर्ज मिळत नाही. आणि सांगायला आनंद वाटतो, आपल्या सगळ्याला माहिती आहे की लॉकडाऊनच्या काळामध्ये बँक ऑफ इंडियाने वकिलांना कर्ज द्यायला मान्यता दिली. त्याच्या मागची मुख्य संकल्पना कोणाची असेल तर जायभावे सरांची आहे. केवढा मोठा दृष्टिकोन आहे. लॉकडाऊनचा कालावधी आहे, वकिलांवरती संकट आलेलं आहे. अशा वेळेला वकिलाला आर्थिक पाठबळ मिळणं गरजेचं होतं आणि त्यामुळं जायभावे सर धावून आले आणि ती कल्पना बँक अधिकाऱ्यांच्या मनामध्ये उतरवली की माझा वकील बंधू तुमचं कर्ज फेडणार नाही, ही भावना मनातून काढून टाका. मी शब्द देतोय आणि त्या शब्दाला जागून आज बँक ऑफ इंडियासारख्या नॅशनल बँकेने आम्हा सगळ्या वकिलांना कर्जाने पैसे दिले. दुसरी एक भावना होती, गमतीचा भाग म्हणून सांगतो, वकिलांची लग्न होत नाहीत असं एक समाजामध्ये उगीच चित्र आहे, कोणी मुली देत नाहीत. अर्थात आमच्या सगळ्यांची झालेली आहे, एकाचं व्हायचं आहे, होईल आता लवकर. परंतु आज खऱ्या अर्थाने मगाशी अण्णाराव देखील म्हणाले की समाजामध्ये वकिलाकडे भावना बघायची भावना थोडीशी वेगळी आहे. वकिलांना काय, वकिलांना फी दिली, काम केलं, त्यांची ड्युटी आहे, माझ्यावर काय उपकार केले नाहीत, ही भावना आहे असं कधी कधी वाटायला लागतं. परंतु ती भावना आज तुम्ही नाशिककरांनी पूर्णपणे फेल ठरवलेली आहे. नागरिकांनी सत्कार जयंत जायभावे साहेबांचा केला. तुम्हा सगळ्यांच्या टाळ्या वाजून आपण अभिनंदन करूया. खरोखरच थोडक्यात सांगायचं असेल तर ऑल इन वन ज्याला म्हणतात ते म्हणजे जयंतजी जायभावे आहेत. सर, तुमच्या कार्यकर्तृत्वाला माझा सॅल्यूट आहे. तुमच्या ज्या काही आशा अपेक्षा नाहीतच, सरांच्या काही आशा अपेक्षा, तुम्हाला ईश्वर उदंड आयुष्य देवो, तुमची कारकीर्द अशीच बहरत जाओ आणि तुमच्याकडून नाशिककर असतील, संबंध महाराष्ट्र आणि गोवामधला समाज असेल, वकील असेल, त्यांची जास्तीत जास्त सेवा अशा पद्धतीने घडण्यासाठी ईश्वर तुम्हाला चांगली हेल्थ देव, ही त्याच्या चरणी प्रार्थना करतो. संयोजकाने मला या ठिकाणी बोलण्याची संधी दिली त्याबद्दल आभार मानतो. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Thank you, sir. Recently elected chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Honorable Advocate Vasant Salunke, has 4 consecutive terms on the State Bar Council. Very shortly, he is also going to complete 25 years of service as a bar councillor. He is known for his straightforwardness. He is known for his straightforwardness and recognized as a senior counsel in the Aurangabad High Court. I now call upon him to address the gathering in few words.
The Honorable President of the today's function, Honorable Sri M.S. Gosai sir, Chief guest of the today's function, Honorable Manan Kumar Mishra ji, Chairman Bar Council of India and Senior Advocate Supreme Court, guest of honor, Honorable Anil Singh ji, Additional Solicitor General of India, Honorable Ashutosh ji Kumbhakarni, Kumbhakoni, Advocate General of Maharashtra, and our guide, Honorable Apar Kumar Sharma, Member and Chairman Executive Committee Bar Council of India, State of Assam, Honorable Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh State, members of Honorable Sri Shirish Kumar Malhotra, Chairman Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh State, Honorable Dr. Ajay Kochar, Chairman Bar Council of Himachal Pradesh, Honorable Sri Dilip Patel, Member Bar Council of India from Gujarat, Honorable Advocate D.K. Sharma, Member Bar Council of India, State Uttarakhand Pradesh, Honorable Dr. Amit Vaidya, Member Bar Council of India from Himachal Pradesh, Honorable Rajendra Umap, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, all other members who are present here from other bar councils, all the members of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, all honorable ex-presidents of the Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council, all honorable ex-presidents, vice presidents and members of Bar Council of India, all the dignitaries on the dais and of the dais. Being a chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, I welcome all of you. Just now, in our presence, the committee has read over the Sanman Patra, and my two colleagues have expressed their views. I think that nothing more is to be added by me, and I concur with my colleagues who have expressed their views about Jayant Jaibhave. Still, being a chairman of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, I will only add that today the guest of honor who is being felicitated in this hall, in the presence of a special guest, I will say guest, that is mother of Jayant Jaibhave, who is present in the hall. I salute her. Friends, Mr. Jaibhave, who is a mentor of BCMG, now we give this asset to Manan Kumar Mishra ji, a chairman of Bar Council of India, and we are proud of it. Mr. Jayant Jaibhave always gives some idea in the meeting of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. We always accepted it and we executed it. He always seen to maintain the dignity of profession, dignity of advocates, and dignity of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. On this occasion, I only expect that now, because of his presence in the Bar Council of India, the dignity of Bar Council of India would be maintained and it will be promoted. I think that presence of Mr. Jaibhave in the Bar Council of India will give more ideas to the apex body, and thereby all the state bar councils will be benefited. On this occasion, I will only say, Chairman Sir, Bar Council of India, मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ कि बार काउंसिल का क्रीम आपके पास भेजा है, कैसा यूज करने का तो करो, जिससे सब वकीलों को बेनिफिट हो जाए. I express my gratitude to Jayant Jaibhave. I am thankful to the committee and Bar Association, who is headed by my friend Mr. Thackeray, who have provided occasion for me to speak 2 words before this August gathering. We have to listen the dignitaries, and therefore I will not stand in between dignitaries and the dais. I am very thankful to the committee. I will stop here. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Advocate Ashutosh Kumbhakoni, Advocate General of Maharashtra, has a record to his name to hold the constitutional post despite change in the government. His ability and fairness with academic and professional excellence is known throughout the state of Maharashtra. He is closely associated with the Bar Council and also with Advocate Jayant Jaibhave personally. His words of wisdom will be useful to Advocate Jayant Jaibhave for his further career to the Bar Council of India. I now request him to say a few words, please.
Honorable dignitaries, my professional colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, please pardon me for not mentioning honorable dignitaries by their individual names, posts or positions. Today so many of them are here that even if I decide to mention a few of them, the time of 10 minutes allotted to me will get over in just mentioning them. I was supposed to start my speech about 1 hour ago, so 10 minutes time allotted to me is already over. So I believe that I am no longer bound by those 10 minutes. Mere presence, personal, that is physical, not virtual. Here of galaxy of these dignitaries from all across the length and breadth of our country, despite their overbusy schedule, is itself a testimony of not only just the popularity, but the immense respect, love, and affection that today's Satkar Murti, Shri Jayant Jaibhave, commands. One does not get such command merely by virtue of his or her post or position. That has to be earned with honesty, sincerity, devotion, dedication, integrity, commitment, and above all, selflessness exhibited toward none else than our own legal profession. In terms of service law, if I have to say, I would say that the overall work, behavior, and conduct of Shri Jayant Jaibhave demonstrates as to why the legal profession is known as the noble profession. I can vouch for the fact that Shri Jayant Jaibhave will carry his new position or post and will fully discharge his duties and obligations in his new role, not only with full dedication, by observing due decorum that it deserves, but will also conduct himself with grace that it requires. During his involvement of 18 long years with our Bar Council, Shri Jayant Jaibhave ji has brought in a very constructive and creative sea change in the overall culture of the Bar Council. Whenever history of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa will be written by some historian, he or she will have to write a separate chapter on Sri Jayant Jaibhave. Mind well, it will have to be written in golden ink. Sri Jayant Jaibhave ji has wiped out the then existing tests of judging the performance and resultant election of the member of the Bar Council. The only test now remains is merit and merit alone. He has demonstrated as to how working as a member of a Bar Council is a serious business. I concede that I do not know anything at all about politics. Please don't get me wrong. I said politics, not politicians. So much so that I have not even ventured to contest the election of our housing society, which has only 31 members. My only connection with election is that I am a voter. Nevertheless, I dare to say that Sri Jayant Jaibhave ji, by his own example, has proved, in terms of criminal jurisprudence, beyond reasonable doubt, that the way to success in politics and elections does not necessarily pass through dirty lanes. Sri Jaibhave ji has demonstrated that your success in election can be neat, clean, healthy, constructive, and positive. He has, with commendable success, created a wave of achieving academic excellence right from the grassroots level. As a faculty, I am an eyewitness to the very first continuous legal education program known as CLEP, then organized by Sri Rajiv Patil, who is personally present today, with Sri Jayant Bhave ji and Sri Deshmukh, the then members of the Bar Council, which was conducted at Lonavala in Sinhagad Institute. From that day to this day, like every one of you, I have seen this small wave or tide growing into tsunami, of course, in a positive and constructive way. Innumerable entrants of our noble profession have been immensely benefited by these and such other pure academic activities of the Bar Council. The momentum that these rewarding activities have gathered is simply unstoppable. Since various respected members of the Bar Council of other states from throughout the country and Swayam Khud, Dastur Khud, respected chairman of the Bar Council of India is here, let me appeal to them that they ought to start similar activities in the whole of our country. This is not simply because its ultimate beneficiaries are just the new entrants of our profession. Of course they are, but also because it benefits us, the senior counsels, who are there to deliver speeches, conduct sessions on various legal topics and issues. From my own experience, I can tell you that whenever I have to deliver a lecture while preparing myself for it, I get a unique opportunity to revisit the basics and fundamentals, as also update myself on the latest case law and articles relating to the topic of the lecture that I am supposed to deliver. Thus, Sri Jayant Bhave ji and his team has not only motivated the juniors but also seniors to actively participate in these academic activities of our Bar Council. The flagship program of our Bar Council, Judicial Service as a Career, started in 2012-13 with the initiative of Sri Jayant Jaibhave ji has in short term itself started paying rich dividends. This program on many occasions is organized for lawyers aspiring to become judges coming from very difficult background, including women. It has helped greatly all of them to increase their active participation in the justice delivery system. In one single batch, 19 lawyers from scheduled castes got selected and are presently working as judges. Please do not forget that this selection was not on account of some reservation. It was only and only because of their own merit, appropriately shaped and sharpened by our Bar Council through its training program. I would say that this was one of the most successful experiments of the social engineering undertaken by a selfless, motivated team led by Sri Jayant Jaibhave ji. Please let us not forget that Sri Jaibhave ji has sacrificed his practice to a considerable extent, which most of us will never venture to do. If I mistake not, Mr. Jaibhave ji, please correct me. If I mistake not, in his 18 long years of association with our Bar Council, not even once he has taken traveling allowance or dearness allowance. He is not just a leader, but in true sense, a friend, guide, and a philosopher for our bar. His theory is very simple. If you want to give back to your profession that has bestowed on you so much name, fame, respect, and above all, money in abundance, then at least share your experience, knowledge, and most importantly, time, which is far more valuable than money. Once it's gone, it doesn't come back, with the new entrance of our profession. That's the real reason why all of us, like a magnet, are attracted to Sri Jaibhave ji. Yesterday, I had a heart-to-heart detailed dialogue for more than an hour as a part of basic legal education program with young junior lawyers. A very satisfying moment. I feel as if my battery is fully charged. I wish Sri Jaibhave ji all the best and assure him that I will always be with him to make his tenure at the Bar Council most successful and memorable. Whenever he needs to look back for some support, he will always find me standing behind him. I really consider fortunate to be an eyewitness to this excellently organized function. Let us give a big round of applause to the organizers. All of you are aware that the Advocate General for the state is de jure, not de facto, leader of the bar of the state. In that capacity, I thank from the bottom of my heart the organizers of this function for giving me this opportunity to publicly express deepest gratitude on behalf of the entire bar of our state to Sri Jaibhave ji for all that he has painstakingly and selflessly done, is, and will continue to do for us for the upliftment of the overall standards of the justice delivery system in our state. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Advocate Anil Singh, Additional Solicitor General of India. He represents the central government for 5 states in Bombay High Court. He is the former chairman of the Bar Council, having a very successful tenure. He is said to be the backbone of the Maharashtra Bar Council. Being personally associated with Advocate Jayant Jaibhave since last 15 years, he is present here today despite his very busy schedule. I now request him to say a few words.
श्रीमती शकुंतला जयभावे, mother of our Satkar Murti Shri Jayant Jaibhave, Gosavi sir, the chairman of the Satkar Samiti, Shri Manan Kumar Mishra, the chairman of the Bar Council of India, Shri Vasant Rao Sadunke, the chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, the vice chairman Shri Umab, all members of the Bar Council of India, the members of the State Bar Council, the chairman of the State Bar Councils, my friend and my senior Shri Rajendra Raghuvanshi, the former Additional Solicitor General of India and the former Vice Chairman of India, Shri Thakare, the President of the Nashik Bar Association, Shri Avinash Bhide, the member from Nashik, members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. For me especially, today's occasion is of a great significance and importance for the simple reason that we are felicitating Shri Jayant Jaibhave, who is not only a close friend of mine, but like my family member. His election as a Bar Council member is a moment of a great pride and privilege to the entire state of Maharashtra and especially to the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. We all know the Bar Council of India is the second largest bar council in the world, representing about more than 20 lakhs lawyers in the country. And now we find Mr. Jaibhave as a member of the Bar Council of India. Just now, Mr. Thakare mentioned that every 12 years we have a Kumbh in Nashik. मिश्रा जी, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि नासिक एक धार्मिक स्थल है. इस पावन धरती पर आप लोग यहाँ पर आए, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है यहाँ पर. लेकिन जैसे ठाकरे साहब ने बताया कि 12 साल में यहाँ पर कुंभ होता है, लेकिन मैं आपको कहूँगा कि लीगल फैटर्निटी का कुंभ हर साल यहाँ पर होता है. और जयभावे साहब के लीडरशिप में मुझे लगता है हर साल कोई न कोई बड़ा कॉन्फ्रेंस यहाँ पर होता है. लीगल फैटर्निटी के बड़े बड़े लोग आते हैं, चर्चाएं होती हैं, डिस्कशन होता है, डेलिब्रेशन होता है, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होते हैं और उसका लाभ पूरे महाराष्ट्र को मिलता है. Today's function, I recollect a quote from the autobiography of Shri Abdul Kalam, the former president of India. And he had written in his autobiography, The Wings of Fire. And I quote, "If you want to shine like the sun, burn like the sun." This squarely applies to Shri Jayant Jaibhave. As we all know, the only religion he follows is hard work, and he believes truly in work is worship. The man of efficiency, full of efficiency, sincerity, an excellent orator, an educationalist, a social worker, and above all, a great human being are some of his qualities. He is known for his brilliant, frank, independent, clear-headed views. I got to know Mr. Jaibhave about 15 to 20 years back through my senior friend Sri Raghuvanshi. And I must tell you, all of you today, that he has also played a very important role in my life. I had never thought of contesting a bar council election, but it was only because of persuasion of Sri Raghuvanshi and Mr. Jaibhave I contested the bar council election. They not only helped me in winning the election, but also supported me in becoming the chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. And I will always remain grateful to both of them, Sri Jaibhave and Sri Raghuvanshi, for that. Sir, in the last Bar Council election, when we had a discussion as to who will lead the Bar Council and who had an experience in the Bar Council, and the only name came before us was Shri Jaibhave, and we elected him the unanimous chairman. We had a first conference in this Nasik city. I recollect, I think it was in Kalidas Hall. And it was in my life for the first time I saw such a large gathering of lawyers, about 5,000 to 6,000 lawyers in lawyers conference in the state of Maharashtra. Shri Jaibhave came out with some few new ideas. He said, we'll publish a vision document. We were not knowing what is a vision document for the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. But he said, no, we'll have a roadmap for what work we have to do in the next 5 years. In his leadership, he published a vision document. Then he came out with a new idea of felicitating senior lawyers who are practicing in district courts or in the lower courts. Because we always felt that the senior lawyers who are practicing the High Court, they get designation from the High Court. But the work of the lawyers who are competent equally than the lawyers practicing in the High Court and the Supreme Court, I would rather say some are more competent, but they don't get recognition. But Shri Jaibhave came with an idea that we will facilitate senior lawyers in the district court, and that program has been undertaken, that continues till now. I really congratulate Mr. Jaibhave for undertaking all this work, which has been very useful and very successful, undertaken by the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. As far as the practice of Shri Jaibhave is concerned, we all know that in Nashik he has a flourishing practice, whether it's a civil matters, land acquisition matters, and various type of matters which he has been handling. In spite of his busy schedule in practice, the time he has devoted for the Bar Council, for the legal fraternity of Maharashtra is commendable. As the learned Advocate General mentioned, that the hard work which he has undertaken for seeing that the Bar Council and the legal fraternity progresses is certainly which we all appreciate. And when I was also in the Bar Council, we all accepted him as a leader, and as Mr. Thobde rightly mentioned, that we had various chairmen in the Bar Council for 5 years, 6 years in the last Bar Council. But Shri Jaibhave remained a permanent chairman for all of us, because all the activities undertaken by the Bar Council was under the leadership of Shri Jaibhave. Whether it was a continuous legal education program, basic legal education program, or a judicial training program. And I recollect that most of these programs which were undertaken by the Bar Council were inaugurated in Nasik city only. And this was only because of Shri Jaibhave. I know that there has been a lot of speakers, and the time which has been given to all of us is not more than 10 minutes, so I will not take much time. But I must tell one thing about Jaibhave, as some of them have mentioned, and I also personally feel, that he is not only devoted to the legal profession, but he is devoted to his family also. I have seen the family bonding with his, और मैं मनन कुमार मिश्रा जी को कहना चाहूँगा कि जैसे हम कहते हैं एक आदर्श बेटा, एक आदर्श पति, एक आदर्श पिता, एक आदर्श ससुर, एक आदर्श भाई कैसा होना चाहिए, तो मैं कहूँगा वो जयभावे जैसा होना चाहिए. जिस तरह से उन्होंने फैमिली को जोड़ के रखा है और जिस तरह से वो उनका मार्गदर्शन करते हैं, उनके साथ में जो मिलजुल के रहते हैं, उससे हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है कि कैसे हमें परिवार में रहना चाहिए अपना काम करते हुए। आज नासिक का हर वकील उनके लिए जयभावे एक आदर्श है, चाहे वो जूनियर हो, चाहे सीनियर हो, चाहे लीगल फैटर्निटी के किसी भी पार्ट में वो काम करता हो। और उनके बारे में, जयभावे के बारे में पूछिए तो हमेशा वो बताएंगे कि नहीं, जयभावे किस तरह के आदमी हैं। आज ये हमारा सौभाग्य है कि जयभावे साहब बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया में गए। बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया, हम जानते हैं कि कई सारे एक्टिविटी बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया के अंतर्गत होता है। एंड श्री मदन कुमार मिश्रा has been leading the Bar Council of India. He has been actively participating in all the functions of the Bar Council of India and the States Bar Council. We all know that legal fraternity is facing a lot of challenges. I will not say about the challenges like delay and cumbersome procedure and lack of infrastructure, etc. But now the present challenges which we are facing is due to the post-COVID situation. About 60 to 70% of lawyers, they have lost their work. My experience in Mumbai is that the lawyers who were coming from districts and were occupying offices on leave and license basis, residential accommodation on leave and license basis, due to COVID, they have all disposed of, they went back to their place. We have to find out some better solution for these junior lawyers, because ultimately they are a part of the justice delivery system and they are future of our legal fraternity. And I'm sure under the leadership of Jaibhave and Shimanan Kumar Mishra, we'll find out a better solution for the junior lawyers who are facing this trouble because of COVID, post-COVID situation. Friends, I would like to share 2 or 3 incidents of Jaibhave which I am personally aware of. I recollect that there was a strike in Kolhapur, and there was a demand for a bench at Kolhapur, High Court bench. There was some agitation, there was some court matters, and I had an occasion to appear in the matter before Justice Abhay Oak when he was handling the matters relating to contempt of court and other issues. Justice Oak took the matter seriously when there was an agitation by the Kolhapur bench, and then he indicated that there were about 3,500 lawyers who were participating in the agitation, and he indicated that we'll have no option but to cancel sanad of all the lawyers who are practicing because they were agitating, and they were, in fact, according to him, they had committed contempt. I recollect on the same day, Shri Jaibhave with our Ashish Deshmukh, member of the Bar Council, went to Kolhapur, had a discussion and deliberation with the members of the bar, convinced them, and then he also met Justice Abhay Oak and convinced him that let us find out a solution. Not only that, the Kolhapur members, they withdrew the agitation, but at the same time, Justice Abhay Oak also said that I will not pass any strictures or orders against the members of the bar. This is how he saved, I would say, the sanad of 3,500 lawyers from Kolhapur. I also recollect, which I think nobody must be aware of, we had a conference at, in Uttan. Our former Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Justice Mohit Shah, was present in the conference. And one thing he revealed to all of us, he said that we were seriously thinking, the entire collegium of the High Court was seriously thinking that we want in judiciary, in the High Court, a judge like Shri Jayant Jaibhave. So he said, I was thinking of proposing his name for elevation as a High Court judge. But then we thought, then who will be working for the legal fraternity or the Bar Council? And if Mr. Jaibhave comes here, then the entire work which is undertaken by the Bar Council would suffer. And therefore, for that reason, and that is the only reason, they thought that though he was a fit person to be elevated as a High Court judge, but will let him continue with his work in the Bar Council. And this is how the devotion of Mr. Jaibhave is for the legal fraternity. I'm sure he will make an immense contribution in the entire legal system of the Bar Council of India, may it be legal education, may it be any issue on as far as the Bar Council is concerned, and the present challenges which we are facing. I'm extremely grateful to the organizer for giving me this opportunity to share my views. And I again thank the chairman of the Bar Council of India for giving this opportunity to Mr. Jaibhave for being the member of the Bar Council, because ultimately, though we pass a resolution, ultimately he has to accept the resolution. The Bar Council of India has to pass a resolution accepting him as a member. I think he will be of immense help to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, the Satkar Murti of today, to express his feelings about the felicitation that has happened today.
खरं म्हटलं तर इतक्या प्रेमाच्या आणि आत्मीयतेच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये मराठीतच बोललं पाहिजे. पण नाशिकचा माणूस दिल्लीला गेलेला आहे आणि देशातनं जमलेल्या एवढ्या सगळ्या बार लीडरला हे कळलं पाहिजे की नाशिकच्या माणसाला बऱ्यापैकी इंग्रजी बोलता येतं. त्यामुळे तुमच्या परवानगीनं, सगळ्यांच्या परवानगीनं मी हे भाषण इंग्रजीमध्ये करतो. ऑनरेबल सर डॉक्टर M.S. गोसावी, चेअरमन ऑफ नागरिक समिती नासिक, leader of the entire advocate fraternity of the nation, chairman of Bar Council of India, my personal friend and guide, Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra ji, my elder brother and the sitting Additional Solicitor General of India, Bombay High Court, former chairman of the Bar Council, Shri Anil Singh, learned Advocate General of the state and backbone for the functioning of a Bar Council, again my personal guide, Advocate Ashutosh Kumbhakoni, the elected chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Advocate Vasantrao Salunke, Vice Chairman Rajendra Umap, my colleague from the Bar Council of India, Apurva Kumar Sharma from Assam, Dilip Bhai Patel from Gujarat, D.K. Sharma from Uttarakhand, Dr. Amit Vaid from Himachal Pradesh, my friend and chairman of a Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh, the biggest Bar Council in a country, Advocate Shirish Kumar Malhotra, Honorable Chairman Bar Council Madhya Pradesh, Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Honorable Chairman Himachal Pradesh, Advocate Ajay Kochar, all respected Bar Councillors coming from various states of the country, my dear colleagues, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, who are my real pillars for all this success and journey, Advocate Nitin Thakre, my friend, President of a Nasik Bar, dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, my mother, my wife, my elder sister, and all you, my dear, near brothers and sisters. Really, today's moment is a great moment for me because this felicitation with this grand function in presence of such a dignitaries on dais is ongoing with the blessings of two special persons, which I must refer here. One is, of course, the Guru of Guru, who has created thousands of professionals, Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, my Guru. And second, of course, my mother, who at the age of 89, still so enthusiastic, and more now enthusiastic because Manan Kumarji conferred this membership on 1st January, which was the 89th birthday of my mother. So I am grateful to you, sir. And in presence of these two great personality of my life, this felicitation is there, and therefore I am emotionally overwhelmed. Certain golden days like this gives you more courage, more energy to do your job, to do your mission. And whatever the crusade of a bar council we are doing, personally where I am there for last 18 years, for that entire crusade, I am sure that with the Indian Constitution in one hand, laws in another hand, and under the guidance of Chairman BCI and my colleague members, senior members of BCI, Advocate Act in another hand, we will try to serve better to the legal fraternity of the country and for the entire citizens of this country. Chairman sir, my father, late Advocate D.T. Jaibhave, had a 40 years practice in this trial court. I lost him in very early days of my practice. Just I have completed 7 years of practice, and all of a sudden, I lost my father. But in this short time, short period, he has shown me some different light to perform the committed profession of the law as an advocate with a commitment to the society. He worked in his entire 40 years practice for the needy, poor litigants, farmers, laborers, and his entire conduct was full of integrity and humanity. He was always said to be the lawyer, great lawyer of a poor litigants. Still, he always used to tell the society that, all right, then still with this, all poor litigants, I had a bungalow, and also I had at a last age of my life, I had also car, so I'm satisfied. My mother, my elder sister, my wife supported me to walk on the path of the fathers. Whether your practice is sacrificed, go to work for a bar council, do the social work. Don't worry for the practice more. My father was ideologically influenced by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Martin Luther King, and Karl Marx also. In his professional career, he never tolerated injustice because he was influenced by the famous quote of a Martin Luther King: "Ignorance of injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And therefore, whenever he see any injustice, whether the person is capable to give a fee or not to give a fee, he always used to take up his brief and fight out for the cause of justice. I tried to follow that principle in my 35 years of a practice. Because of this cultural and ideological background, which I fortunately got, I decided to contest the elections of a bar council 18 years back when I was having a very busy practice. All my colleague bar councillors coming from the various states are present here. It must have happened to you also. When we decided to contest the bar council election, with good practice. Many senior advocate friends in good faith advise me, it must have advised to you also that don't do this Bhangad, don't go there. The election is not good. They explain me the niceties of elections, losing of practice by meetings and traveling, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of money, and many more, which we can't speak publicly. Perhaps they told all that things. This will happen, that will happen. But sir, the fellow advocates supported me. I contested the election and I was elected in 2004. And I think that was a new era in my life. Today, I feel that if I have gone with an advice of that all senior and if I have not contested the election of a bar council, a very substantial role of my life, I would have lost. Though I might have got a very good practice, still the purpose of the life would not have fulfilled. In 2004, I appeared on the floor of a state bar council. And I'm fortunate that on my appearance itself, I got a dynamic leadership of a brotherly figure like Advocate Rajendra Raghuvanshi sir, who is sitting here. I got another colleague bar councillor, Advocate Rajiv Patil, who became my mentor. Both of them cultivated my career in a bar council by advising to work within the frame of Advocate Act. They told me that it's not an emotional field, it's not a political field. Don't work emotionally. See the provisions of an Advocate Act and work within that particular framework of Section 6, Section 7 of the Advocate Act. They taught me that becoming a leader of a bar is more difficult than becoming a leader in a politics. One single advocate as a voter cannot be compared with 1,000 normal voters. My all colleague bar councils will agree that to tackle with one advocate as a voter is a very difficult thing. Moreover, bar members in a practice are observing the leader of the bar right from morning to evening with their sharp visions. And both of them emphatically told me that if you want to become a successful bar councillor, you must be knowledgeable, approachable, innovative, and above all, simple human being giving sufficient time to bar. This was an advice given by these friends, and today, after electing for 3 consecutive terms, if I am standing as a bar council member with support of my all members of the State Bar Council, and whatever small things would have been done from my particular part, I will give a credit to my 2 all-time friends, Raghuvanshi sir and Raju Patil. I salute you, sir. After putting this 18 years of a prominent period of my life in a bar council, and with all sincere efforts, commitments for working of a bar council, I am convinced by the quote of a great professional of law, Nani Palkhiwala. He has described the requirement to become an impressive leadership of a bar, how the impressive leadership of a bar will be developed. And Nani Palkhiwala has said, which I quote, an impressive leadership of a bar requires talented mind, full of current knowledge, but qualities of quick in perception, broad in vision, innovative in an approach. And further he quote that this quality must be coupled with his own good conduct in profession and also during functioning as a bar leader with strict integrity and ethics. You must have a strict integrity and ethics, but flexible social bonding with bar, society, and a common prudent man. This is the words of a Nani Palkhiwala, The definition of an impressive leadership of a bar looks very simple, friends, but very difficult in performance. All these 30, 40 bar leaders coming from the various part of the country are sitting here, and perhaps they all will agree that what Honorable Nani Palkhiwala quoted is still relevant for establishing an impressive leadership to the bar. In fact, comparing to all these stalwarts of a profession on a dais, and some of them sitting off the dais, I'm a very small advocate, practicing in a trial court of a Nasik. But friends, whether a lawyer or a judge, whether he practice in a small court, whether he practice in a high court, Supreme Court, or if a judge, whenever he works, whether he works as a JMFC or even as a judge of a Supreme Court, they represent whether any associations or councils, or simply they do any practice as an advocate and discharge their duty as a judge. Whatever role the advocate, judge, they are doing, this is not for earnings only or not getting the service, but they are protecting the rights of an individual as well as a society. Because of that, the democratic setup of the country is strengthened. Let's just have an overlook of last 75 years post-independence. See the development of the constitution. See the development of the fundamental rights and meaning to the life under Article 21. How it is enlarged by the courts, the advocates, the innovative arguments of the advocate, the judgments of the celebrated judges. And you will find that whenever there is any danger to the democracy, Indian democracy, whenever some danger occurs, advocates and judges, they have rushed to rescue that danger, and they have established the democracy. They have strengthened the democracy of the country. Therefore, great contribution has been done by the lawyers as well as the judges. Simply see the contribution on a fundamental right. Justice H.R. Khanna, judge of the Supreme Court, when he delivered the judgment in ADM Jabalpur case, where the question was that fundamental right, whether this fundamental right is a gift given by the parliament to the citizen or it is something else. Majority of the judges says that it is a gift given by the parliament to the common people at a time of an emergency in a country. And therefore, if it is a gift given by the parliament, it can be taken back. It was Justice H.R. Khanna who differed with a minority judgment, and he says that no, this is not a gift given by the parliament, but this is the inherent quality of the human being which are protected in the constitution. And that view of Justice H.R. Khanna is surviving. Now it is become, after the minority view, it has become the majority view in this democracy. Therefore, I am fortunate. From bottom of my heart today, I am happy and satisfied that I got this opportunity to work as an advocate as well as a member of a bar council, and I can serve something through this legal fraternity. Many has been said by my colleagues due to my very close affection, Honorable Milind Thobde, Honorable Annarao Patil, Honorable Chairman of the Bar Council, they have spoken, Honorable Kumbhakoni sir, Honorable Anil Singh, they have given a lot of credit to me. Many projects were executed. We established near about 425 IT library when Rajiv Patil was a chairman and I was a vice chairman. We started continuous legal education program 15 years back, and we continuously conducted that program till today. We innovated the judicial service as career program. Near about 325 judges are given by the Bar Council, State Bar Council, to the Indian judiciary. We also have designed the basic legal education program, many programs. This is all not my individual credit. I will always give this credit to my entire member of the State Bar Council, who with teamwork, with minds to close, with efforts, made all these programs successful and if at all any credit is to be given for this entire successful projects, the credit goes to my all colleagues. Chairman sir, I am aware now that as a member of a Bar Council of India, we have to have a more concern about the legal education and the policy of the legal education. Today, legal education has not remained an optional career for the young talent, but it has become an education of a priority. In a recent time, there is a huge rush for admission of the law degree. पूर्वी असं होतं की काहीच जमलं नाही तर वकील व्हायचे. आता तसं नाही राहिलेलं. Nowadays, if there are 100 admission available for the law, applications are 400. 4 times more applications are there in the entire country. Why? This is because the new generation, with their inherent abilities to adopt information and technology, they have understood the various segments of the law. They have taken a conscious decision to join the law. We welcome all of them. We undertake to share our experience to them. Today also, 2 days training program is going. Many youngsters are also sitting in this program, and we promise you that whatever your difficulties will be there, as a Bar Council of India, as a State Bar Council, we will understood, and we will be your a big brother, we will be your senior, and we will try to develop your career in all possible manner. And at a Bar Council of India, under the leadership of Honorable Chairman, we will do that. Today, the 2 constitutional posts, Advocate General is a constitutional post. ASG is the central government. Both are there. They have come here with personal relationship. Apart from that, their office as such, AG office, ASG office, whatever may be the difficulty for the functions of the Bar Council, whatever may be the difficulty for the judicial system, both of them, they are always standing as a backbone to the Bar Council, and I am thankful to both of them that they had such a deep involvement with the Bar Council and also concern for this entire activity of the Bar Council. Today, we have fortunately the Honorable Chairman of the Bar Council of India. Let me inform you, friends, that by record way, Manan Kumar Mishra ji is elected for the 6th time as the Chairman of the Bar Council of India. In every election, there is a politics. But because of politics, you can't be repeatedly successful in a politics. You have to contribute something. And the contribution which Honorable Chairman has given, because of his contribution, because of his visionary approach for functioning of the State Bar Council, this extraordinary success has been achieved to him. I will like to inform to this gathering that now great opportunity is there to work with him. Honorable Chairman and the entire Bar Council of India team, they got 50 acres of a land in Goa. And now we are establishing an international academy of a law which will not only provide the legal education of a different type, of a quality, but that will be a finished school whereby only law degree will not be given, but a finished product of a law degree will come in a profession of a law or in a profession of a judicial officers also. We are establishing this shortly, this international academy, and this academy will provide the platform of an international level to entire young talent coming to the law. And this will not be one institution. I personally feel that it will be a temple of a democracy, because by developing such a young talent in experts in a law, we can further protect the democracy and further develop the democratic concepts of this country. Friends, ultimately, execution of a law in a democracy is process of protecting truth for finding the justice. Truth is most important. You go to any court and you will find that behind the judge there is one board. Satyameva Jayate. That board is there. So the process of a judge, the lawyer, and the entire system, judicial system, is to find out what is truth. By using the procedure, Civil Procedure Code, Criminal Procedure Code, Evidence Act, ultimately we have to reach to the truth. What is the truth? And what is the justice? We have to do that. In our Indian culture, importance to this truth is unmatchable to any values, friends. Kindly see the logo of a Supreme Court. Our Honorable Chairman practices at Supreme Court. Honorable ASJ and Honorable AG, they also have a repeated appearances. Many of my friends coming from the other states, they are also practicing in a Supreme Court. The junior lawyer should know. See the logo of a Supreme Court. And on that logo, you will find one Bridavakya on that logo itself. Yato dharmas tato jayaha. The Bridavakya is that Yato dharmas tato jayaha. Meaning that Satyameva Jayate. This Bridavakya is a symbol of truth, symbol of justice, because dharma means Satya. It is not related to some religion. When it is on a Supreme Court, it is expected that dharma means Satya. The question which must arise to the law graduates, advocates, judges, and also of a common man, where from this logo has been taken? What is the relevance of this sentence? What is the relevance of this Yato dharmas tato jayaha? And you will find that many times we feel that it must be something from a Bhagavad Gita, and Arjun must have, Lord Krishna must have told Arjun on that Mahayuddha Bhumi, Yato dharmas tato jaya. No, friends. It has a very different relevance, different background. This one sentence is a symbol of justice. When Duryodhan went for getting a blessing of his mother Gandhari, and we know Gandhari, she has throughout life a blindfold on her eyes. She is a great wife, contributing for the blind husband, putting a blindfold on his eyes, contributing but son. And his all sons are going for Mahayuddha. The leader of a son, the Mahayuddha Duryodhan, coming for the blessings of the mother Gandhari. What should be the normal blessing of the mother? Normal blessing of the mother should be Vijayi Bhava. Son must be get successful, irrespective of all. That is a normal feeling of all mother. Gandhari has not given the Ashirwad of Vijayi Bhava. Gandhari has said to Duryodhan, with that blindfold on his eyes, Yato dharmas tato jayaha. The person in whose favor dharma will be there, satya will be there, he will be a victorious. That is a blessing given by Gandhari to Duryodhan. And therefore, friends, it has a great relevance. It is a symbol not only for a justice, but it is a symbol of impartiality. Mother blessing son who is going to fight a war, and then also mother stands in favor of truth, on favor of dharma. That particular important background has given the status of that Yato dharmas tato jayaha on the logo of a Supreme Court. We must try to follow this, because we are ultimately controlled by the Supreme Court. We ultimately respect the apex court. Whatever the principles of the apex courts are there, they are the law of the land. We can't say that we don't accept the judgment of the Supreme Court. Similarly, we can't deny whatever the principles on which the Supreme Court will function, we can't deny that. Therefore, friends, we have to be always, as a lawyer, as a judge, with a back mind, with a setup of your mind, that we are here to find out the truth, and only truth, and out of truth, to give a justice to the common man. Some people will say that it is too ideal in today's entire commercial world. No, but whenever it will be a question of a justice, whenever it will be a question of a court matters, we must protect as a council, as a counselor, as an advocate, the process of finding of the truth and only truth. Therefore, friends, we should accept that. I fortunately got that culture because of my father, because of my mother, and also with the blessing of my guru. I have tried to travel on that particular path. And when you travel on a path of the truth, your success may come in a delayed manner, but it will come to you, which has come to me as a member of a Bar Council of India with a unanimous support of my own council friends. Therefore, lastly, concluding, when I make the assessment of this, my entire performance of on a council, and trying to find out whether I have done anything special, the bottom of my heart says that nothing is special. Whatever was appreciable to your own heart, whatever has been satisfied to you, whatever happiness has been achieved by you by your work, that work you have done. So this all work is of that satisfaction and happiness. And therefore, I totally agree when any assessment of the work is to be done, whether har ture is to be given to that particular person, whether that is a requirement. I personally feel that if there is a satisfaction, job satisfaction, that is the greatest award for any person doing a good job. Or the celebrated judge of a Bombay High Court, Justice M.C. Chagla, quoted in his autobiography, Roses in December, when he reassessed his own glorious work. Justice M.C. Chagla, as a judge, if the common man goes to the Bombay High Court, you will find that on a second floor, there is only one statue of a judge, and that is Justice M.C. Chagla, who was the first judge after the independence of a Bombay High Court. He has written his autobiography, Roses in December. And when he is making his own assessment of his glorious work, he has quoted, and I quote, "I have come to the conclusion that the only happiness in the life is to be able to do work which one wholeheartedly likes. Without work which you like, life ceases to have any significance. And with work which one does not like, life becomes torment and torture. So you should do that job which will give you satisfaction and happiness." I have done that job in a bar council as an advocate and in my social life, which has given me happiness, satisfaction. And today, when I'm standing before you as a member of a Bar Council of India, right from Nasik reaching up to Delhi, I have that full sense of satisfaction, and therefore I am very happy in my entire this performance. With the same sense of satisfaction and happiness, I will work for the Bar Council of India. Honorable Chairman, whatever the responsibility given will be given by the Bar Council of India, I will try to fulfill that responsibility by putting my heart in that entire work. I am sure with your guidance and the guidance of all my honorable members in the Bar Council of India, we will establish not only the International Academy, but we will try to improve the procedure of the law. We will try to give the speed to the justice, because now speedy justice is recognized as a fundamental right of the citizen. And we have to seriously concern that people are concerned for the delays which are occurring in the entire judicial system. We will try to work on that. We'll find that whether any procedures can be changed and how the speed can be given. For that purpose, Bar Council of India is perhaps the best platform which has a direct contact or direct dialogue which can be done with the law-making body of the central government. We'll try to do that. We'll try to give a speed to the common man. We'll try to see that whatever the court forums are there at the local level, at whatever lower level, available to the common man, they will be strengthened. The trial courts will be strengthened. The common man will have a very easy access for justice in these common courts. And for that purpose, whatever the infrastructures are required, procedures are required, we'll try to see that what contribution we can do. Many things can be said to be done. Many things are to be done. And I'm sure the blessings which today I am getting with your all presence and with blessings of my Guru Gosavi sir, my mother, my family, and with support of all my bar councillors from the state of Maharashtra and Goa, and with guidance of Honorable Manan Kumar Mishra, I will try to put my best, and I will do such a type of work that as a Nasikites, as your citizens, as your brother, you will feel proud for that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Honorable Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, Chairman of the Advocate Jayant Jaibhave Nagri Satkar Samiti. He is known for his outstanding contribution in the field of education. Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi has provided a visionary leadership to Gokhale Education Society, one of the leading educational trusts in the country, in Maharashtra. A teacher of the teachers, I now request Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi to shower a few words of blessings upon Advocate Jayant Jaibhave.
Dignitaries from the Bar Council, Honorable Mishra Sahib, Honorable Singh Sahib, Honorable Salunke Sahib, Honorable Kumbhakoni Sahib, and all other dignitaries, and also dignitaries here, and the elite of Nasik. I have 2-3 things to perform because I am selected as the president of this particular function and there are only 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You have heard all of them and you have also heard our Jayant Rao. We are very proud as Nasikites, as Gokhale Education Society, that we have produced a product which now can be honored by giving a standing ovation. Thank you. Jayant Rao has 3 qualities. He is fearless. Every student should remember, every advocate should remember, every citizen should remember that whatever expertise one acquires through education, he must have these 3 qualities exhibited by Jayant Rao. Fearless, selfless, and ceaseless. आज मला आठवण होते त्यांच्या वडिलांची. त्यांनी सांगितलं 35 वर्ष ते इथे प्रॅक्टिस करत होते नाशिक बारमध्ये आणि माझा त्यांचा फार जवळचा संबंध होता. त्यांचं एक वाक्य आहे, फेमस वाक्य होतं. ते म्हणायचे, जनसेवा हीच उपासना. सामान्यांचे मार्गदर्शक म्हणून त्यांनी आपला ठसा उमटवलेला होता. हा मोठा वारसा त्यांना मिळाला आहे, तो त्यांनी जपलेला आहे. आपल्या भारतीय संस्कृतीमध्ये परिपूर्ण व्यक्तिमत्वाचे 6 गुण सांगितलेले आहेत. यू मस्ट हॅव होलिस्टिक पर्सनॅलिटी अँड दॅट पर्सनॅलिटी मस्ट हॅव 6 क्वालिटीज. हे परिपूर्ण व्यक्तिमत्वाचा विकास शिक्षणातून होतो आणि ह्या ज्या क्वालिटीज आपल्याला मिळतात त्या सर्व क्वालिटीज त्यांच्यामध्ये आहेत. आपण पहा, इतके वर्ष आपण पाहतच आहोत, सर्वजण तुम्ही पाहता, त्यांचे मित्रमंडळी त्यांना पाहतात. पहिली क्वालिटी आहे की अत्यंत प्रसन्न दर्शन, सुहास्य वदन, विनम्र वर्तन, मधुर भाषण, निर्मळ अंतःकरण आणि सदा सत्याचरण. What is required in the society through education is this quality which makes you near and near go to perfection. असं म्हटलेलं आहे की knowledge is the beginning and end of character and character is the beginning and end of knowledge. ज्ञान सर्वांना आहे, पण चारित्र्य आहे का हा महत्त्वाचा प्रश्न आहे. आणि ते कमावणं, तो वारसा जपणं हे फार महत्त्वाचं आहे. आणि म्हणून आम्हाला अभिमान आहे की आपल्याला एक वन कॅन फिंगर आउट हाऊ शुड यू डेव्हलप युअर सेल्फ इन द प्रोफेशन, इन द सोसायटी, ॲज ए स्टुडंट, ॲज ए लर्नर, ॲज ए लाईफ लाँग पर्सन हू इज लर्निंग फॉर द वेलफेअर ऑफ द सोसायटी ॲट लार्ज. हा एक फार मोठा आदर्श आपल्यापुढे त्यांनी उभा केलेला आहे. आणि म्हणून सर्वसामान्यांचे मार्गदर्शक त्यांचे वडील होते, तसंच ते आज आपल्यापुढे उभे आहेत. अहंकाराचा वारा लागलेलाच नाही आहे, ही फार महत्त्वाची गोष्ट आहे. फिअरलेस खूप लोक असतात, पण त्यांचा इगो त्यांच्या मागे सारखा धावत असतो. तर ही पण एक महत्त्वाची गोष्ट आहे. आणि त्या दृष्टिकोनातनं पाहिलं तर आपण सर्व भाग्यवान आहोत की आपल्याला 60 वर्षांनी 62 वर्षांनी नाशिककरांना हा सन्मान त्यांनी प्राप्त करून दिला आहे. आणि माझी खात्री आहे, आता त्या शिक्षणाबद्दल सुद्धा ते थोडे बोलले आणि मला पण बोलायचं आहे, वेळ कमी आहे पण मी 2च मिनटं बोलतो त्याच्यावर. मला असं सांगायचं आहे त्यांना, बार काउन्सिल ऑफ इंडियाला 12वी नंतर 5 वर्षाची डिग्री जी आपण निर्माण केलेली आहे, नाशिक इज द फर्स्ट कॉलेज इन इंडिया टू स्टार्ट 5 year डिग्री कोर्स. कोणी घ्यायला तयार नव्हतं. 5 वर्षाचा कोर्स केलाय, कोण जाईल तिकडे. आणि आपल्याला आश्चर्य वाटेल, सगळ्या विद्यापीठामधून पुणे विद्यापीठातलं आपलं नाशिकचं NBT लॉ कॉलेज इज द फर्स्ट कॉलेज इन इंडिया टू स्टार्ट दिस 5 year प्रोग्रॅम. या 5 वर्षाच्या प्रोग्रॅममध्ये जर कोणी रस भरला असेल, प्रॅक्टिकल जर आमचं वाढवलं असेल, तर ते जयंतरावनी काम केलेलं आहे. हे मूट ट्रायल कॉम्पिटिशन चांगल्या रिगरसपणे आपण ह्याच्या पुढच्या काळामध्ये केली पाहिजे. आणि हा 5 वर्षाचा कोर्स आमचा प्रोफेशनल विद्यार्थी तयार होतो, त्यातून त्याला अत्यंत सुंदर अशा प्रकारचं, उत्कृष्ट अशा प्रकारचं व्यक्तिमत्व लाभलं पाहिजे. आणि हा जो 3 वर्षाचा कोर्स आहे, माझ्या म्हणण्याप्रमाणे, समजुतीप्रमाणे त्याची आता काही गरज नाही आहे. आणि जर करायचाच असेल, द्यायचाच असेल, कारण तो ग्रॅज्युएट आहे, त्याला तुम्ही 3 वर्ष लॉ शिकवत आहे, ते 6 वर्ष करतो आहे, हा 5 वर्षात डिग्री घेऊन बाहेर पडतो आहे, तर तो 2 वर्षाचा कोर्स करा आणि त्याला मास्टर ऑफ लीगल स्टडीज म्हणा. प्रत्येक ग्रॅज्युएटला लीगल एज्युकेशन आवश्यक आहे, पण त्यासाठी त्याला 1 वर्षाचा डिप्लोमा आणि 2 वर्षाचा मास्टर्स कोर्स हा देण्याची गरज आहे. त्याच्यावर तुम्ही काम करा, तुम्हाला सर्व आम्ही मदत करू. आणि आय एम शुअर, लाईक आवर MBA प्रोग्रॅम, that master's program also will flourish. प्रत्येकाला ह्याची गरज आहे लीगल ज्ञानाची, आणि म्हणून सगळ्या विद्यापीठांना आपण आवाहन करायला पाहिजे की विद्यार्थ्यांचं 1 वर्ष वाचवा आणि त्या 2 वर्षामध्ये त्यांना मास्टर्स डिग्री द्या आणि एकेका विषयात स्पेशलायझेशन करू द्या. सगळेच लॉ एकदम शिकले पाहिजे असं काही नाही आहे, बट यू मस्ट हॅव दॅट लीगल अँगल, लीगल ॲक्युमन, आणि ते काम ते करू शकतील अशी मला खात्री आहे. आणि तिसरी महत्त्वाची गोष्ट मला सांगायची आहे की हे जे आपण सगळं करतो आहे यामध्ये त्यांच्या पर्सनॅलिटीमध्ये आपल्याला ज्ञान जरी असलं तरी संयम फार महत्त्वाचा आहे. हाऊ टू कल्टिवेट दिस रॅशनॅलिटी, विवेक, हे फार महत्त्वाचं आहे जीवनामध्ये. जर आपल्या, कारण काय आपण म्हणतो आरोग्य पाहिजे, आरोग्याशिवाय तर काहीच चालणार नाही, पण आरोग्याबरोबर इंटेलिजन्स बरोबर संयम महत्त्वाचा आहे, विवेक महत्त्वाचा आहे. हे विद्यार्थ्यांना कळण्यासाठी त्यांना अशा तऱ्हेनं सर्व ठिकाणी हिंदून आणलं पाहिजे. कोर्टामध्ये तुम्ही जाऊन प्रॅक्टिकल करा, हा एक भागच आहे. हे प्रत्येक विषयाच्या दृष्टीनं ते करायला पाहिजे. आमचे कॉमर्सच्या माणसांनी, विद्यार्थ्यांनी उद्योगधंद्यात गेलं पाहिजे वगैरे, हे बरोबर आहे, पण त्याचबरोबर विद्यार्थ्यांच्यामध्ये एक प्रकारचा विवेक आणि संयम येण्यासाठी लहान लहान ग्रुपमध्ये प्रत्यक्ष जे ॲडव्होकेट्स आहेत त्यांनी येऊन त्यांना महिन्यातून 2 तास 3 तास त्यांच्याबरोबर घालवले पाहिजेत असं मला वाटतं. व्हिजिटिंग फॅकल्टी फॉर लॉ कॉलेज, व्हिजिटिंग फॅकल्टी फॉर कॉमर्स कॉलेज विल प्ले अन इम्पॉर्टंट रोल इन टाइम्स टू कम. 100-200 मुलांना आपण शिकवू शकतो आणि 60 मुलांचा वर्ग आपण केलेला आहे UGCच्या नॉर्म्सखाली, पण तरीसुद्धा 10च्या ग्रुपमध्ये, 5च्या ग्रुपमध्ये एक्सपर्टच्या संगतीत तो विद्यार्थी राहायला पाहिजे. हा त्याला सत्संग प्राप्त झाला पाहिजे आणि ते आपल्या कॉलेजमध्ये येऊन जेव्हा शिकवतील आणि अशा 3 वर्षामध्ये, 5 वर्षामध्ये, 2 वर्षामध्ये 10-12 वेळा त्यांना सहवास लाभेल, तेव्हा आपल्या शिक्षणामध्ये संयम आणि विवेक हा निर्माण होऊ शकेल. आणि आज त्यांनी जी कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन केलेली आहे की ही इज कनेक्टेड विथ मेनी इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स, आणि म्हणून आज मला आपल्या सर्वांच्या सान्निध्यामध्ये आणि सर्वांच्या परवानगीनं त्यांना विधिज्ञ समाज महर्षी अशी पदवी द्यायची आहे. A great contribution he has made for education, for profession, for the total citizenship of Nasik and in Maharashtra. There is no comparison. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman, Bar Council of India and the chief guest of today's function, has established a record of occupying the position of Chairman, Bar Council of India for 6 consecutive terms. This was possible only due to his strong commitment to the bar, coupled with an innovative vision for the functioning of the Bar Council. He is known to be a bar leader, having a nationwide network of bar councils, functioning with each and every state bar councils. Under his leadership, there is a great opportunity to advocate Jaibhave for giving his very best. I now request the chief guest of today to please address the audience.
Before I start, I would like to narrate a story in Hindi. Actually, I asked Jaibhave ji whether I should address the gathering in Hindi or English. He said that Hindi will be better than English, therefore you should address the gathering in Hindi. एक कवि जी थे, राष्ट्र स्तर के कवि, जहां भी कविताएं सुनाने जाते भीड़ में पूरा पूरा स्वागत होता उनका, पूरी तालियां बजती, जैसे जय भावे जी का आप सम्मान कर रहे हैं, बुके मिलता, चादर ओढ़ाया जाता। फंक्शन के बाद बेचारे जब घर जाते, हाथ में बुके, 2-4-5 मालाएं, तो घर में एक माता जी और उनकी पत्नी, आ गया निकम्मा, काम धाम कुछ नहीं, ये रोज रोज बुके लाएगा, ये चादर रखने की अब अलमारी में जगह नहीं रह गई, इस निकम्मे से हम दोनों तंग हैं। तो मैं प्रणाम करता हूं नासिक की जनता को, आप तमाम नागरिकों को, आप तमाम वकीलों को, माता जी को और जयंत जी की पत्नी महोदया को। घर में जब तक इज्जत ना हो, मेरे कहने का मतलब यह था कि आप तमाम दुनिया में आप इज्जत पालो, मान सम्मान पालो, शाम को घर आने के बाद अगर माता जी और पत्नी जी या बाल बच्चों ने यह कह दिया कि निकम्मा आदमी है, कुछ नहीं करता है, तो सब बेकार। मैंने क्यों प्रणाम किया यहां की तमाम जनता को, यहां के वकीलों को, जयंत जी की प्रतिभा को सारे महाराष्ट्र के लोग, सारे देश के वकील उसका सम्मान करें, लेकिन नासिक ने जो सम्मान दिया है पूरी दुनिया के सामने, सचमुच में आपके सामने हम नतमस्तक हैं। घर में इज्जत मिले, ये बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। गुरुदेव डॉक्टर MS गोसावी जी, माननीय अनिल सी सिंह जी, एडिशनल सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, आशुतोष कुंभकर्णी जी, महाराष्ट्र के एडवोकेट जनरल, बसंत डी सालुंके जी, चेयरमैन महाराष्ट्र एंड गोवा बार काउंसिल, राजेंद्र बी उमा जी, वाइस चेयरमैन महाराष्ट्र बार काउंसिल, बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया में हमारे कलीग्स माननीय दिलीप पटेल जी, DK शर्मा साहब, अपूर्वा कुमार शर्मा साहब, अमित बैद जी, बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया के हमारे सम्मानित पूर्व उपाध्यक्ष राजेंद्र रघुवंशी जी, हमारा सौभाग्य है इस अवसर पर आपसे मिलने का और आपका आशीर्वाद लेने का मौका मिला। उत्तर प्रदेश बार काउंसिल के अध्यक्ष शिरीष मेहरोत्रा जी, मध्य प्रदेश बार काउंसिल के अध्यक्ष विजय नारायण चौधरी जी, हिमाचल प्रदेश बार काउंसिल के अध्यक्ष श्री अजय कोचर जी, महाराष्ट्र राज्य बार काउंसिल के और हिमाचल प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश, तमाम देश के राज्य बार काउंसिल से जो भी प्रतिनिधि, जो भी बार काउंसिलर्स आए हैं, उनके साथ नासिक बार एसोसिएशन के अध्यक्ष, उपाध्यक्ष, तमाम पदाधिकारीगण, बार के मेंबरान, आप सबों को बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया के चेयरमैन मनन कुमार मिश्रा का प्रणाम और नमस्कार। पाटिल साहब ने कहा actually my previous speakers have left nothing for me to say more about Mr. Jayant Jaibhave. लेकिन एक बात आपको बताऊं, Bar Council Maharashtra has recognized the merits of Mr. Jayant Jaibhave very late. But Manan Kumar Misra, he recognized him about 5 or 7 years back. पूछिए कैसे? Legal Education Committee of the country, of the Bar Council of India, that is headed by a former Chief Justice of India. Presently, Justice Bobde is heading the Legal Education Committee. It consists of so many vice chancellors of National Law School, noted academicians of the country. But Bar Council of India included Mr. Jayant Jaibhave in the Legal Education Committee about 5 years back. तो हम जौहरी हैं, हम हीरा को पहचान लेते हैं। Law Commission of India and the Law Ministry of India, they asked the Bar Council of India to send a recommendation for making the required amendments in the Advocates Act. We constituted a 7-member committee. I am talking of 2016-17. Mr. Jayant Jaibhave is one of the members of that committee. तो ये नासिक इंडस्ट्रियल टाउन है। During our childhood days, ये टकसाल के बारे में हम लोग पढ़ते थे कि नासिक में नोट छापने की, सिक्के की वो फैक्ट्री है। उस नाम से हम जानते थे नासिक को। रिलीजियस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बाबा त्र्यंबकेश्वर नाथ जी, पंचवटी और भी मंदिर और जो भी स्थल हों वो प्रसिद्ध हैं। मैं बता रहा हूं नासिक की जनता को, आज आपने स्वागत किया है, 50 साल के बाद से जयंत जायभावे जी के नाम से भी नासिक जाना जाएगा। बार काउंसिलर्स बहुत हैं। बड़े राज्यों में 25 members are elected. Then in states, some of the smaller states, 20 members are there. In states like Himachal or Uttarakhand, 15 members are there. मैं ये कह रहा हूं, जयंत जायभावे की कमी महाराष्ट्र छोड़ के हर एक स्टेट बार काउंसिल में है। इलेक्शन लड़ लेना इलेक्शन में because so many members are there, they have the experience जो मेरा है, when we go to the voters, तो नए वोटर्स को ऊ करने के लिए जस्ट वी स्टार्ट टॉकिंग समथिंग बिग, इस बार ये करेंगे, इस बार वो करेंगे, इस बार तो आपको राजा बना देंगे. प्रॉब्लम इज unless you say something like that, you won't be able to win the elections. That is the problem. लेकिन जयंत जयभावे जैसे आदमी को महाराष्ट्र या नासिक के लोगों ने, जिनके बारे में सर्वविदित है, ही इज ए सेल्फलेस मैन, उनको 3 टर्म से आप चुन रहे हैं, तो सचमुच आप धन्यवाद के पात्र हैं. Training of young lawyers, the idea to introduce service career, the career for judicial services, continuous legal education programs, which this Maharashtra Bar Council has been doing for last several years. Really, it is unique one. Jayant Jaibhave, when he was elected to the Bar Council of India, I was also interested in seeing him as my colleague in the Bar Council of India. And credit goes to the honorable members of the Maharashtra Bar Council, Anil Singh ji and Guru ji. जयभावे जी के माध्यम से पूरे हिंदुस्तान में, हमारे और भी बार काउंसिल के मेंबरान यहां बैठे हैं, और मैं समझता हूं कि बड़ा अच्छा हुआ कि इस कार्यक्रम में उनको बुलाया गया. दे वर ऑल्सो इन्वाइटेड. पूरे हिंदुस्तान में 6 महीने के अंदर, ये मैं जयंत जयभावे जी के बल पे बोल रहा हूं, 6 महीने के अंदर पूरे हिंदुस्तान में ट्रेनिंग की ये जो परंपरा, ये जो ट्रेडिशन, ये जो प्रेसिडेंट आपने कायम किया है, पूरे हिंदुस्तान के बार काउंसिल्स में अब ये परंपरा कायम होगी. दूसरी जो जिम्मेवारी, the other important responsibility which we have decided, particularly as the chairman, Manan Misra has decided for Mr. Jayant Jaibhave is, I am fed up with the mushrooming of the law colleges. All our training programs will fail unless we improve the standard of legal education. It's a big challenge, Jayant ji, before us. And you will have to play a very important role. You will have to lead the surprise inspecting team. Now, no other member of the Bar Council of India, not even the chairman, will have any concern. We have earmarked about 600 colleges in the country. They are substandard, they are below standard. You are to close them down. ये काम 6 महीने के अंदर कर दीजिए. पूरा आपको फ्री हैंड देंगे. I have consulted all my members. They all are ready. that this should be done, this should be undertaken. These 2-3 important things already we have entrusted that job to establish and run that Goa Institute, International Law Institute, to Jayant Jaibhave ji. Only last week he was there at Goa. He has assured me that in a year, out of 365 days, he will give 200 days to the Bar Council of India. Now, मुझे लगता है, in fact what happens, लास्ट स्पीकर जो होता है, भले ही वो चीफ गेस्ट हो, उसकी निगाहें रहती हैं कि कितनी कुर्सियां आप धीरे 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 खाली हो रही हैं. जयंत जी के बारे में जो भी कहा जाए अभी कम है, बट आई एम टेलिंग यू, बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया में महाराष्ट्र बार काउंसिल ने, महाराष्ट्र के वकीलों ने इनको प्रतिनिधि चुन के भेजा है. तो 1 साल के अंदर पूरे देश में जयंत जायभावे भी एक नाम रहेगा बार काउंसिल के इतिहास में. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को, नासिक की जनता को, वकील का पब्लिक फेलिसिटेशन हमारे पूर्व के वक्ता ने मराठी में बोला, मैं समझ रहा था. वो वकील का पब्लिक फेलिसिटेशन, नागरिक सम्मान कहाँ होता है? वो तो मुकदमा जीत भी जाए फिर भी कहते हैं कि अरे बाप रे बहुत फी ले लिया था. ये सम्मान सचमुच सेल्फलेस ढंग से, ईमानदारी से, पूरे डिवोशन के साथ, पूरी सिंसियरिटी के साथ किसी ने वकालत भी की हो और जनता के साथ जिसकी डीलिंग हो, ये सम्मान नागरिक का वैसे ही आदमी को मिलता है. जयंत जी, आपको नतमस्तक हूँ. पूरा देश का बार, आपके जैसे लोगों की आवश्यकता है पूरे देश के बार को. बस इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आपने हमें बुलाया, यह अवसर दिया. आप सबों का धन्यवाद करता हूँ, आभार प्रकट करता हूँ. प्रणाम, नमस्कार.
Dhanyavad, Sirji. I now request Advocate Jalinder Tadgeji to propose the vote of thanks, and after the vote of thanks, we all will stand up for the Rashtra Vandana by Mrs. Meena Nikam.
Total respect. What a function, what a august gathering, and wonderful audience. Indeed, vote of thanks is also an important part of function, and I will take very few moments from you. Respected dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, I express my sincere thanks and gratitude from the bottom of my heart on behalf of Advocate Jayant Jaibhave, Nagri Satkar Samiti, members and team. Honorable Chief Guest, I thank Honorable Chief Guest, respected Chairman of Bar Council of India, Mr. Advocate Manan Kumar Mishra ji, Honorable Guest of Honor, Sri Anil Singh ji, Sri Ashutosh Kumbhakoni ji, Sri Vasant Rao ji Salunke, Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Sri Rajendra Umab ji, and all the dignitaries who have been attending this program from the various part of the India and from various bar councils. I also express my thanks to the dignitaries of the dais who hails from the all over India and state bar councils, my respected members of Nasik Bar Association, various Taluka Bar Associations, my colleagues and office bearers of Nasik Bar Association. I will also here to mention the dignitaries and political know-hows of this Nasik city. Names are few: MLA Mr. Narendra Daradeji, Kishore Daradeji, erstwhile MP of this Nasik city, Sri Samir Babu Bhujbal, and other dignitaries including Sri Joshi sir, Sri Raghuvanshi sir, and Raju Patil sir, and all. I cannot take all the names, but we have the respect for you all. Moreover, I express my gratitude towards all of this audience who has been very wonderful and very patient, without whom this program could not be concluded. Thank you very much. यानंतर काही विशेष सूचना आहेत. मी फक्त आपला थोडासा वेळ घेतो. एक सर्वात महत्त्वाची, जेवणाची वेळ झालेली आहे, कोणीही जेवणाशिवाय जाऊ नये. दुसरं, अनेक तालुका बार असोसिएशनचे आणि संस्थांचे पदाधिकारी आणि आहेत ज्यांना साहेबांचा सत्कार करायचा आहे. हा कार्यक्रम संपल्यानंतर आदरणीय जयंतराव आणि मुख्य अतिथी इथे थोडा वेळ थांबतील. मी नाव पुकारल्यानंतर आपण यावं, गर्दी करू नये. त्यानंतर त्यांनी सत्कार करावा आणि त्यानंतर बाकीच्यांना पण जागा द्यावी सत्कारासाठी. तिसरं, या कार्यक्रमामध्ये आपण बेसिक लिगल एज्युकेशन प्रोग्रामचे जे काही आमचे सहकारी तरुण मित्र बोलवलेले आहेत त्यांनाही सांगण्यात येतं की आपण सध्या यानंतर जेवणाचा घ्यावा. 1 तासानंतर ठीक याच ठिकाणी इथेच आपला ब्लेकचा जो अपूर्ण कार्यक्रम आहे तो पूर्ण केला जाईल. धन्यवाद. यानंतर राष्ट्रवंदनेसाठी मीना परुळेकर निकम.
तन मन धन से सदा सुखी हो भारत देश हमारा, सभी धर्म और पंथ पक्ष को दिल से रहे प्यारा. विजयी हो विजयी हो विजयी हो भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा. निर्भय हो इस देश की माता, मंगल कीर्ति करानी. सत्यशील और निर्मल मन से वीरों को उपजानी. सद्गुणी हो इस देश की जनता, जीवन सुख सजवानी. रंग राव पंडित भिकारी, सबको सुख दिलवानी. विजयी हो विजयी हो विजयी हो भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा. स्पृश्य हटे यह सारा, देश कलंक मिटानी. सबके मन कर्तव्यशील हो, धन उद्योग बढ़ानी. सबका हो विश्वास प्रभु पर, अपनी शक्ति बढ़ानी. ब्रह्मचर्य अध्यात्म दैवी गुण, घर घर में प्रगटानी. विजयी हो विजयी हो विजयी हो भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा. सारा भारत रहे सिपाही, शत्रु को दहशानी. टुकड़ा दास कहे स्फूर्ति हो सबको भक्ति करानी। विजयी हो विजयी हो विजयी हो भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा, भारत देश हमारा। धन्यवाद।
कृपया संयम राखायचा आहे. यानंतर सत्कार देत आहेत श्री समीर भाऊ भुजबळ, खासदार, माजी खासदार नाशिक लोकसभा, श्री दराडे साहेब, भगत सर, भाऊ नमस्कार. भाऊ नमस्कार.
गर्दी गेलेली आहे. नाव पुकारून थोडं शक्य आहे का?